Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yes. Sometimes it comes like that. We have to understand that this Ramazan, this whole Ramazan, it is a struggle against our ego. Those who don't believe in tariqat, those who don't believe in Sufism, they don't believe in saints of Allah, they don't believe in cleaning their heart, they don't believe in zikr, they cannot deny Ramazan now. Where are you going to go now? You deny Ramazan, you deny one of the pillars of Islam, then you're out of Islam. You cannot call yourself a Muslim or a believer. Isn't the whole month of Ramazan about fighting against your ego? Yes, it is fighting against the ego. And it is that fighting against the ego that the Prophet is saying, we have come back from the lesser jihad into the greater jihad. And they asked him, what is that greater jihad? So many people scared to say that word jihad in these days. And he said, that is, the greater jihad is the jihad, the struggle against your ego. That is greater than armed struggle against your enemy. This whole month, it is the greater jihad. This whole month, it is the greatest struggle against who? Against our enemy. Which enemy? The enemy inside our ego, the first enemy. So now we have to understand this month of Ramazan, it is a struggle. You are going to struggle. Which is why in the old days and the old teachings of the tariqat, of the Sufi orders, alhamdulillah, our Shaykh, Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdul Qadir Rabbani, may Allah raise his station higher and higher. May his himmat always be on us. He has taught us what they say, the old school way. You're going to enter into Ramazan, where you're going to be fighting against your nafs, to your ego, where the ego says, I'm hungry, and you say, no, sit over there. Ego says, I'm thirsty. I say, no, sit over there. Ego says, look over there. It says, no, I'm not going to look. The ego says, speak something that you want to speak that is not going to be beneficial, and you say no. Whole of Ramazan, you're just going to say no to your ego. When you say no to your ego, you say yes to your spirit. The spirit now is not going to be pulled down by gravity. The spirit now will be more free to go. Now, what happens then? In this month of Ramazan, where you struggle, our Shaykh has taught us, don't just jump into the month. In the old days, what do? They say from the month, 2 months before, from the month of Rajab, the month of Allah, from the month of Rajab, start fasting a little bit. Worship a little bit. So many holy days and nights in Rajab. Observe them. Shaban, the month of the Prophet ﷺ. We have Nisful Shaban, Lilatul Berat, and you have the fast of Mondays and Thursdays at least. So you start training your ego then. You start training yourself. You start celebrating holy days and nights. Then when the month of Ramazan enters, that is when the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, the month of Ramazan, you are going to harvest the crops that you have planted in the month of Rajab, that you are cultivating in the month of Shaban, Ramazan. You're going to relax and you're going to harvest. You're just going to collect whatever that you have planted and cultivated. But in these days, subhanallah, believers, they are very busy. They are busy and they are not free for the sake of Allah. So they're just jumping into the Ramazan now, hoping to do everything. You cannot. Your ego now is going to rebel against you. Of course it is going to. Because not only the month of Ramazan is only about saying no to your ego in the physical way, not eating or drinking or engaging in other actions and things that are wrong, or even things that are right and it is not permissible during the daylight hours. And nighttime is supposed to be busy for you to just do your worshipping. If you're not being busy with that in the days before Ramazan, you cannot just jump into Ramazan to try to do it. It is going to be difficult for you to do. And your ego now, of course, is going to rebel. But understand that every time you try to put your ego under your control, it is not making you weaker, it is making you stronger. You feel weak, but it is raising your station higher. More lights, divine lights, will rain on you that time. More lightness will come from you. More heaviness is going to be lifted from you. This month, you try to pull yourself out, like I said before. Pull yourself out from regular, normal things this month to try to be more with your Lord, to try to make more zikr, to pull more of the tasbih, to recite more Quran, to worship a little bit more, to make tafakkur a little bit more, to surround yourself a little bit more with the people who are collecting in this month of Ramazan the blessings that is raining down. That time, inshallah Rahman, it will get easier for you because you are stronger. It is not easier for you because it is less, but because you are strong, you can carry more. Assalamu alaikum.